November 17th, 2021. A week from today, it will be Christmas Eve. Days just keep rolling, baby. So I wanted to talk about two situations I had at restaurants the last couple days, and tell you what I took out of it. The first one was Wednesday night. I didn't work. My wife takes her mom to the doctor, so she has to have the car. So I take the truck to work, and then I just come home. Well, I decided to be a nice guy and get some dinner for my family at Fazoli's. So I pull into Fazoli's at Festus. It's not horrible. I'm like 2 cars from the speaker. We all see these restaurants every day with the cars wrapped around the building, or several cars in the drive-thru. And I don't know about you, but I always wonder, why would those people wait? Well, I tried it, and the cars weren't wrapped around the building. I was, like I said, 2 cars away from the speaker. It took me about 25 minutes to get to the window. I figured, they're just making my food anyway. I might as well wait in my car and be able to listen to the radio, whatever. When I got to the window, they were out of chicken. They gave me half off. Hey, thank you very much. Didn't really have to do that, but I'll take it. I'm not going to complain. And then the other thing is that they just started apologizing over and over. Hey, I said, hey, you don't have to do all that. I do this every day. I do Doordash, so I'm used to it. Just relax. Give me my food. We'll go from there. They were getting destroyed. Obviously, if it took me 30 minutes to get to the window, right? So all in, getting off the highway, going there, sitting in the drive-thru, getting off the highway. Probably close to 45 minutes, something close to that. And we'll just leave that there. So, last night I was working, doing Doordash. It's kind of slow. I get an offer from Chipotle on Manchester and Clarkson. It's 9 items. It's a delivery that pays, I don't really remember. It was $2 a mile for sure. I think it was $6.25 for 2.7 miles. I think it ended up paying $7.25, something like that. So I get there. The first door is locked. Okay, they do that sometimes. The second door is locked. The third door is locked. Get the place locked up at 6:30 at night. What is going on? Somebody decides to let me in. So I get in, and there is people in line to get food there all the way to the door. They've locked everybody in because they need a break. They can't hardly, they don't know how they're going to serve the people they already have. So they've literally locked the doors at 6:30 at night to keep people out. Oh, the story's not over. So there's people, I hear them talking, I of course don't get in line. I go over there where the bags are. My food's not there. I hear the people talking. There's been people waiting for 30 minutes. Now, I'm pretty sure at least one of them was with Doordash, and he already had an order with him. Oh, now we would know, hey, we don't do that. We're not waiting 32 minutes for food. But I get it. That might have been the cheap part of his delivery. The first order, which was a considerable amount of food, by the way. And then there was another order coming, and he said it was supposed to be ready 32 minutes ago. And the other food's just sitting there, and as we know, not on a warmer, nothing, just sitting there. Oh, it's so gross. So the employees are mad, that they're just getting destroyed like that. They go up to the manager and say, people are letting people in. I heard that happen. Then the manager makes an announcement in the restaurant. Hey, if you came in after we locked the doors, I just want you to know that we're going to serve all the online orders first, and then we'll get to you. So if you need to leave, crazy. This restaurant situation is insane. I got very lucky. I've said this many times. The delivery gods love me. There's no doubt about it. My food was ready in 5 minutes. I got the heck out of there. Now, I only seen 5 people leave after she made the announcement. Hey, we're too busy. Some of you may want to leave. Right in the middle of the restaurant. But I got real lucky. I delivered my food. Like I said, I think it might end up paying $7.25, maybe more. I'm not real positive. Like I said, I took that after declining like 9 or 10 other offers. That was the best one I could muster. Knocked that out. But here's my thoughts after those 2 situations. Man, we are providing one heck of a service for these people. I will tell you this right now. I much rather would have went straight home on Wednesday night and had somebody else just bring me that food. Oh yeah, and yeah, I'll peel you off. I'll give Doordash 10, and then depending on how far I'm away from that restaurant, oh yeah, you can have 10 too. And if it's that far, hey, take 20. It's Christmas. It's Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would have had trouble. I would have had no problem at all peeling off $30 for that. My time, I would have had that much more. I would have had 45 minutes more time for me, and that night. Oh yeah, you can have that 20, 30 bucks. 40. I'll go 40. Without even thinking about it. And I think that's what happens if people sit in those drive-thrus 2 or 3 times for 30, 40 minutes at a time, and they just say, you know what, I'm figuring out that Doordash thing. Last night, there wasn't even a drive-thru. At least I got to sit in my car and listen to the radio. Blah, 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 whatever. These people had to stand up, and they were lined. They would have been lined up going out the door, but the doors were locked. They locked these people in the restaurant because they couldn't even get one more person in there, and they were done. The people in the restaurant, the workers and everybody else were done. The manager probably had to lock the doors or the employees were going to revolt. It was that bad. And there were the younger employees, the ones that maybe might be a little bit more immature, were making all kinds of crazy comments to the customers. Trying basically to get them to leave. It was insane, man. And after somebody stands in a line like that once or twice, I'm sure they say, and then they see the Doordash guys coming in and out and all that. Yeah, I probably would say too. Yeah, this is insane. Next time, I'm calling. I'm just gonna use that Doordash thing. I'll pay the $10 delivery fee. I'll give the driver 10, 20 bucks. Hey, no problem. No problem. No problem. We're talking about people in Chesterfield and stuff. They'll peel off 20, 30 bucks easy. I know I would, and I don't live in Chesterfield, so we are providing a really good service to people, because this restaurant situation is off the chain. I think the restaurants did try to, get a handle on what was going on, and hired some people and said, well, let's open the lobbies back up and stuff. and they can't handle it. They cannot handle it. I'm shocked by the amount of people in these places, both times. And of course, yeah, I'm just picking out two instances. It's rampant, as we know. And then my wife tells me that she heard a promo on the radio for Doordash, and something like if you pay so much up front, you can get free deliveries. Oh, that sounds good. Sounds good for us. Yeah, some people say people don't tip when they don't have to pay a delivery charge. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. That sounds like trolls on the internet. Some people are so negative. Oh. And then just out of the blue yesterday, just out of nowhere, I get a notification from Grubhub. Hey, why aren't you signed in on the app? Blah blah blah. I had filled out a application with Grubhub months and months ago. They said, well, we're gonna put you on a waiting list, whatever. And then weeks ago, they said, hey, you can come off the waiting list. So I went back in and tried to get it to work. I could never get the app to work. You know what? And I didn't need the app to work because I was killing it with DoorDash. So there's I had no reason to call support, try to get it to work, and all that. I just didn't have the desire to do that because if there's, because we know how bad DoorDash's app is, right? Hey, at least you can sign in on it most of the time. It's fairly, I mean, even compared to the Uber's app, it's fairly simple to use and sign in on and operate, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, if you can't even get in on it, maybe it's not worth the trouble. Well, just out of nowhere yesterday, it started working without me doing a thing, which really leads me to believe they must be off the chain messed up. So I tested it out to see if that was true. After I got the notification, yeah, it looks like it'll work just fine. Just out of nowhere. Now, I didn't try to test it out last night or anything like that because, when I get to Chesterfield at 5:20, 5:25, whatever time it was, like yesterday, I don't have time to mess around with something that I may or may not be able to figure out right like that. I mean, I gotta get it, baby. I gotta get it. Had a good night last night. That's a whole nother video. And I kind of like Uber Eats as my secondary app because they're not that busy. Some people say Grubhub's better than DoorDash, so I will eventually turn that app on. There is no doubt about that. Maybe Saturday, I'm planning on working full-time Saturday. That'll be a better day to test it out. So that is a possibility. We all know it can be slow on Saturday. Wasn't particularly busy last night in Chesterfield, but I did fine. So, yeah, we are providing a really nice service for people that's totally worth it. Because, sometimes when I think about it, I don't know about you, you got to pay $8 for the delivery, and then you got to tip on top of that. Sounds like a lot. But compared to having to wait in a drive-thru for 30, 40 minutes, or wait in a restaurant and have the manager tell you we're so busy, you might want to leave. Yeah, I'm going to peel off that $20, $30 without any issue at all. I'd much rather drive just straight home, peel off $20. Not every night, of course, but at least once or twice a week. I'd be glad to do that, especially just once a week. I'd peel off that 20, 30 without even thinking about it. Just go straight home, and then have somebody bring the food, and them deal with what I would have to deal with otherwise. Yeah, and then after doing this, especially because I see the drive-thrus, and I don't wait through drive-thrus doing DoorDash. But even Chick-fil-A, everybody says You would never wait more than 15 minutes at a Chick-fil-A drive-thru. Man, I've waited 10 minutes and the line wasn't even that long. So that's even overrated. That's why I stopped going. When Chick-fil-A went to drive-thru only there for just a little while, now they stopped doing it because they probably had bags lined up everywhere at the end of the night. So they stopped doing that. They started letting you in Ellisville, and then in Clarkson 40, they bring it out to you. But even that line was way too long for me, and they're the best. I'll agree with people on this. They are the best, but they're not as good as people think. Whatever the deal with Chick-fil-A is, I'm not sure. It's just chicken, and the times that I've had it, it's pretty average. I mean, it's way better than McDonald's and stuff like that. I'll give it that. But it's not. I think Popeye's got a better chicken sandwich than Chick-fil-A, for instance. So it's good. It's not great. It's pretty good, but it's not great. But you can't even talk to people about the drive-thru. They get so defensive. Like, what in the world? Because, I was like 10 cars from the speaker with them, if not 5. And that still took 10, 15 minutes. I remember I had to text the customer and say, I'm still here. So, even Chick-fil-A isn't perfect. That's a little bit of a way too. I'm sorry, you Chick-fil-A crazies. Please, I'm sorry. Because when I mention that to people, they go off. They just go off. Chick-fil-A is the best. Chick-fil-A is great. I don't know what's wrong with you. It's fresh. Okay. I didn't say it was horrible. I just said it was. I wouldn't wait 30, 40 minutes in it, right? And you would never wait that long. Okay. Well, I have. And I've waited pretty long in the restaurant for it, too. They've come out and told me, hey, that's going to be at 10 or 11 minutes, and I've left. I've left after 5 or 10 minutes waiting for it. So they're not always that fast. I've experienced it. More than once, more than twice. 3 or 4 times. I've bailed on Chick-fil-A. Because they're taking too long. So, blah, blah, blah. I shouldn't have got on a Chick-fil-A rant. Oh, Jesus. It might take me off YouTube. Alright, well, that's all I got.